Hi all, and welcome back to the channel. Today is the start of a new series called GameJoy, Top Games Under $5. To be clear, these don't have to be highly rated games, but they can be games that have specific qualities that make them worth it for the price they are sold. If you are interested in this, then you can check out the playlist link in the description. I will also put links there for my series about underrated games and the one about games for exploration fans, which I can both highly recommend, of course. In every video in this series, I will talk about one game. I will lay out what it is most of the time by comparing it to other games. Then I will talk about the qualities that make it worth playing, and after that, about some of the things you need to keep in mind that might make you want to stay away. Because even for a low price, it's still a time investment. After that, I'll give my own impression, and I'll end the video with where you can buy it for what exact price. Today, I'm talking about Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Realms of Ruin. It's an RTS set in the Age of Sigmar, part of the Warhammer franchise, and it's very similar to Dawn of War 3. There is no base building. Instead, you have 3 lanes where you need to conquer control points. Based on these points, you earn currencies that you can spend on units and upgrades. The unit counts are relatively low. It's more about strategic play in regards to having the right units at the right time with the right skills. It's more of a chess match in that regard. The combat is based on a rock, paper, scissors model. This game contains quite a rich and detailed, story-driven campaign, where the cutscenes are completely zoomed in with voice acting and everything. There is multiplayer where you play 1v1 and 2v2, and there is an eternal conquest mode where you, in a single-player experience, fight towards a final enemy in a generated wildland. You can even paint your own armies in true Warhammer style, which is a pretty cool addition. I'm going to combine the negatives and the reasons to play this together because it kind of fits better that way. But before we go into that, please consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and it would count as your good deed of the day. Personally, I think this game is worth playing for the story mode. I know tons of people are still reporting issues with the game in regards to the combat, AI, movement, and pathfinding. The game is generally also at a slower pace than people are used to. Part of that is true, but another part of that is that people just expect a super flexible and quickly moving RTS like Age of Empires. It's just not that type of game. It's a small squad RTS game where you capture points. It's almost more like a hero RTS than a traditional one. Regardless, the story mode is really well done. We don't get that many RTS games, and we are definitely not getting RTS games that have this high of a production quality in regards to its story. If on top of that you do some skirmishes and try out the conquest mode a few times, you get more than your share of fun gameplay out of it. Now, last but definitely not least, I did pay only €2.45 for the game. Not just for the base game, but for the Ultimate Edition. I bought it on Instant Gaming. As I said before, especially for that price, I can highly recommend it and you should give it a try. That was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of GameJoy, Top Games Under $5. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. There is more to come. If there are any other games in that price range that you think everyone should play, share them in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.